From the gun, Tate. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. I'm not sure exactly what they had planned for play number 1 from scrimmage, but I can guarantee it wasn't that interception.
No doubt about that one, because in their daydream, this was going to be a dream play to get things started. Instead, it turned into a nightmare for them.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mayfield. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've got to be thrilled to have this game still at 0-0 after the interception thrown on the very first play of the game.
They certainly do. And what I enjoyed was watching him on the sidelines, because as the defense came off, he was there to congratulate them and really say thanks, because he threw the interception. It didn't turn into any points.
Probably shouldn't have, as they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Tate. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the #1 thing he does best is tackle.
To throw on 2nd down, Tate. Got an open man. It's Ratley. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. On 3rd down, it's Taylor. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. Give him 6 yards in the 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Taylor. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Tate. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Tate nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mack Wilson with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Taking it about the 16. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And an alley to run. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. And he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions' 20. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They run again on first down. Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's 1st and goal.
Check 3. Watch safety 3. Hurry. Safety 3. 47 Mike. 47.
They'll run with Chubb. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, You and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in, announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
To throw on second down. Tate. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The Lions on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Tate. Quick hitter here, it's complete. His second catch in the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Throwing on first down, Tate. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Under 10. 10. Check nickel. Check. Go. 59 mark. 50. Check. 59. Watch the screen.
To throw again, Tate. Going to throw right side here, complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now a hit and a loose football. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game. I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
He's going to float this one deeper. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken very short. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On first down, Taylor. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Back to throw. Tate, and that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again. Tate. He finds Taylor. Complete. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Looking to throw. Tate. Open man. He's got him. The tight end, Hockenson. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Back to throw. Tate. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The Lions now are going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Second and 13. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
59 mark. Mike, check. 59.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Tate looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Kenny Golladay is intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot. Excellent coverage. Didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
We ain't beginning to turn you up. Don't get nervous.
Looking to throw. Tate. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mack Wilson able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl.
We play to win. Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second.
Now Mayfield lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, These are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
They run with Taylor, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
2nd and goal from the 1. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Punching it in from a yard away, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Well, they got the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Browns drive about to get started. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They run it again with Chubb. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll keep it on the ground. Taylor. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off.
And he is going to go down for the 5th time tonight, and this one is going to be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw. Tate. And an alley to run. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Detroit. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check. Crunch. Hey, alert! Hey, alert 33. Hey, wahoo! I can't believe they let you play.
Here's Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Mayfield now. He'll buy some time right. And the pressure gets to him again. Back now here on EA Sports as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Tate eluding the pressure right. He'll get this one to Galladay. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. A first down there on a pickup of 25. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Well, a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards for the Lions there and a first down. They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. The Lions on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 17.
Check, 59, 59. Coming in. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
Operating from the gun. Tate. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Right there, 54, right there, right there.
On 4th down, Tate. The throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 13.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Check, pistol. Run. Rush in.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
He's going to rifle one deep left. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A big play there with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On 1st and 10, Tate catches made by Hockenson, the tight end. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 8. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 38. Looking to throw. Tate, open man is Galladay, complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Galladay, 38 yards. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before.
It's a foot race. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. With a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Let's do it.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd down and inches. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Back to throw. Tate. Dancing to his left. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. A couple of plays sent him the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got cover up.
From the gun, Tate. to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
On fourth down, Tate. And this is incomplete. A disappointing drop there on 4th and goal. And that may write a finish to this Super Bowl. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the fourth.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Mayfield on 3rd and 2. Steps away to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And not a great punt here. Out of bounds in the air. They're going to say this one doesn't even get to the 40. And how about this? The dog pound gets the crowd. The Cleveland Browns are the Super Bowl champs. For the victors, getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on.
Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold.